this video, I'm going to walk through the steps for setting up a workflow in GitHub Actions that can integrate with Nuve platform. A workflow is a configurable automated process that will run one or more jobs when triggered. The workflow can be triggered upon either a repository event, manually, or by a schedule. One way we recommend using workflows is to run ABAP unit tests on every pull request into the main branch. The workflow that I will show you creates a new SAP instance on Nuve platform, connects to that instance, pulls in the new code from this S-Flight demo repository, then runs any ABAP unit tests for the S-Flight demo package, and finally deletes the instance. So let's get started. First, you'll need to store some sensitive information in GitHub secrets. These secrets are all encrypted and can only be accessed by the steps in the workflow. I go to the Settings tab, Secrets and Variables, and then Actions in this left-hand side panel. I have some already set up. We have this GH token, where the GH stands for GitHub. This token is used to authenticate any API calls to GitHub when we are linking a repo or switching branches in the SAP instance during the workflow. We also have the Nuve API token, which the support team will securely send you. This token is used to authenticate any API calls to Nuve platform in order to create and delete instances. And then we will need one more secret, and that's the SAP password that you use to log in to the SAP GUI. This will be used in any RFC calls to the SAP instance from the runner. If you don't have this password, you can also ask the support team. I'll click the New Repository Secret button, enter the secret name, SAP password, then the actual password, and click Add Secret. I should now see all 3 secrets in the list. Now, if you don't have a GitHub token, you can create one at github.com/settings/tokens. Click Generate New Token. We'll go with the classic option. Enter a note to identify the token. Select an expiration. Select the repo scope. Scroll down and click Generate Token. Be sure to copy and store as soon as possible. Now, for non-sensitive data, we'll click on this Variables tab. These GitHub variables can be exposed in logs or shared between steps in a workflow job. We use them for defining configuration values and reusing information throughout the workflow. I have some already set up. We have ABAP package name, and that will be the package that is associated with the repository in ABAP Git. Then we have backup ID, which corresponds with the Nuve backup that you plan to use. It's not visible on the UI yet, so the support team can get you that number. Client is for the SAP client in which the test should be executed. GH username is for the GitHub user that corresponds with the GitHub token that you put in the secrets. Then the SAP port that will be used to make the RFC calls. And finally, I'll add the SAP user that corresponds with the SAP password we entered in the secrets. And for that, we'll use SAP_user. And for us, it's Nuve. I'll click Add Variable, and the SAP user variable is added. Now we'll add the YAML file with all the workflow steps and details. Go to the Actions tab, click Configure for Simple Workflow, and we'll get the auto-generated workflow from GitHub. We'll rename this to Unit Tests, and then replace this code with the Nuve workflow that includes the secrets and variables that we just created. And then as an admin, I'm going to commit these changes directly to the main branch and bypass the review process just to get us up and running.